challenge was as a village to survive, always to be different, always to be new.
Overcoming the boundaries.
A very special method to identify talent.
Now we have two wonderful guests with us. One is Jan Smeyer and other smiling Fabien. And both are from wonderful city, or we can call it village. Always Jan said me a village. 3266 makes the miracle to the world of football. And yesterday I have seen this, what's the miracle of 3266 in the lab, also in the ground. Thank you, Jens. Thank you, Fabien, for inviting us to the wonderful tour of your journey of 16 years and also the reality we have saw the match between Hoffenheim and Frankfurt. Unbelievable. Now, Jens, my first question to you. When you started the 16 years of journey, went back, what was our mind? What changed you to make this 3266 become a global number?
Oh, I don't know if this was the idea to be a global number. The challenge was as a village to survive in this competition against these big cities. It was clear from the beginning that we should make it in a different way, not in the same way the big cities are doing it. And the way was developing potential from talents, and we had a method with a lot of data measurement and finding individual pathways to develop to the best potential.
And Fabien, now you are also you're head of international cooperation with the world of football to Hoffenheim to the world. You're going to bridge. So what an interesting part. You have also the part with the academy during your young days. So just to young days, journey to young days to become an international head of cooperation for Hoffenheim to the world. How do you felt that this cooperation with DFB and TCG for democratize the football to the world, especially India now? So this kind of your international strategy, how you felt that this kind of cooperation can help them a lot?
So first of all, you mentioned my times playing as a youth academy player in Hoffenheim. We kind of had an international squad at the time as well. So we had a few Americans, we had a few French guys. So it was always about like how can we combine our skill set and our individual personalities with each other. So it turns into something successful and meaningful. And this is kind of what I found when rejoining Hoffenheim just a couple of months ago, and it's the world is so big that's my perspective on everything. The world is so big. Everything that matters is like a great collaboration, a great partnership between at least two institutions to make something successful and to scale something across a market. And I mean, if you're just looking at the Indian market, it's huge. So the only way how to reach a tremendous amount of people there is to develop a solution to overcome the boundaries of communication that you have there. So, and this is something that I think is really powerful. And we at Hoffenheim, we also have quite a lot of partners to make Hoffenheim itself successful. And looking at TCG Digital as well as the Indian market and DFB in collaboration, that's quite an interesting collaboration. And I'm really excited to see what pathways you are going. I'm pretty sure firstly it will be focused on overcoming the boundaries of communication in India, but that's amazing. The product itself, the DFB Pokal, is definitely an interesting one.
A Cinderella story, I always said about it. Now, Jens, you have been to now India, we are cooperating with India. How you felt, what is your advice to you are a challenge of 3266 challenge village. Now we are in ocean, 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
So what is your recipe for that?
Always to be different, always to be new, always to be, and that's perhaps the challenge orientated in the future and not orientated in the past. And I think that's what Hoffenheim is, the brand as well, that we always make new ways, new paths. Not everything is working, but if it's working, then you call it innovation. And so innovation is a big part of the brand of Hoffenheim. And I think that is now with this collaboration with DFB and TCG Digital, it's a new and a future-oriented collaboration as well.
You have also saw this, India has a football landscape, the Kerala you have also interacted with. How you felt this kind of initiative, Super League Kerala, as a regional initiative, but how it translated to the bigger platform? You have seen that how it works. What your suggestion to them to develop this regional league to support service to world of football globally? I'm not talking on the Indian aspect, because talent can never be a boundary. What you said.
Overcoming the boundaries is what you just mentioned is really good, and for us it's kind of interesting to see how the biological and cultural differences are playing into our system of talent development and talent identification, because you have different circumstances there. It's quite a unique approach to talent development, but what Jan and the entire team has built over the last 16 years is kind of like a unique way of looking at talent development and talent identification, and make it accessible as well as possible to identify the talent in any circumstance across the world, and that's what's really exciting.
Yeah. Now, Jans, what is your suggestions to Indian aspirants of football, just general about as a Jan?
Hoffenheim has now for over 10 years a very special method to identify talent and to carry this in other countries, in other leagues, and challenge young people, not only be a good player, be good in several KPIs, and we can measure them, and you can compete in these KPIs in between the talents. I think that would be, especially for young players, a very new approach to perhaps get it to the best and make your dream like real, be a professional player.
Thank you, Jens. Thank you, Fabien, for wonderful insight and visionary for India, and we welcome you in India. And India will definitely inspire, not only inspired by your words, by you can translate village 6.
Perhaps 6.5 today also.
Yeah, well, of course, it's continuing, but 1.5 billion your dreams waiting for your inputs to make to dream to reality. Thank you once again, both of you.
Okay, thank you very much.